Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning in to your general read. I'm already pulling in for some information. Let's see if we can get this part done first so I don't forget it. For the main read, I'm using the Daily Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. What is it we're already connecting? I'm connecting to this deck. The Wisdom here popping in. Something seems like it's already pushing in. There's a lot of passion already. And I know that you got... Okay. Are we good? There's a lot of passion here. Like, Capricorn, I feel like you have something really good popping in at this point. Like, I'm getting there's a lot of drive. Something is going from a state of stress to a state of success. Is that a little bit too rhymey? Like, wait a minute. It's tough. Going into this, it's tough. But middle to the end, it gets good, then it gets better. It's like it goes from very rough, like rough seas to calm seas to great. Sunny day, beautiful wave feel. It's just, let's just get into it. Because the energy's strong. Because even when you're coming into it, it's got like a punch to it. And I feel that's interesting because you got Wisdom, you got the Ten of Wands, and you got the Temperance. Like, you've been dealing with something for a long time is what I'm getting. Temperance with the Ten of Swords, nope, Ten of Wands, makes me feel like you've been dealing with something for a long time, and you've gotten to the point with the Wisdom. Alright, you've been dealing with a situation for a long time, it's been very stressful, it's not getting better, it's not improving. It's not improving. And if this reading is hitting with you, that's the kicker. Dealing with this situation a long time, been very stressful, it's not getting better. The Wisdom is saying you're finished. You've come to that point where you're finished. You're done. Are we sure? Yep, done. The reason you're done is because you've tried everything. You've tried everything, you've held on, you've weathered the storm as long as possible. There's just too much here that's not going right. I don't feel like, when this situation pulls in, I don't feel like people are working with you in a cooperative method. Like, if people are working with you, they're working at their own angle, and it's just not happening. The Wisdom is saying you've gone through this way too long. It's been way too stressful, and you come to that point where you're like, you know what? I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It took a lot to get you here. The thing is, when you get to that point where you're communicating, where you're like, I can't do this anymore, because I feel like you're communicating that, it's like the door gets slammed in your face. Really. This is the tough energy you're starting with. It gets a lot better after this, because you've been dealing with it for so long, dealing with it, weathering it, surviving through it. You can deal with it, you can hold your own if you have to, but you're like, it finally comes forward and you're just like, I can't do this anymore, I'm done. You tell whoever you need to tell that you're done. You're not going to keep doing this, you're finished. You're not slamming the door, you're getting the door slammed on you. Like, I'm getting it's like slammed right in your face. And it's an abrupt ending. I feel like it's an abrupt ending. You weren't looking to shut it down that way, but the response you got, I feel it was shut down on you that way. Which I'm getting, and I can relate to this, it's very uncomfortable for you, but it's kind of for the best, because now that you realize it's done, cutting it out cold turkey is actually not bad. I don't feel like you would have shut it down that way on your own. The fact that the other side is slamming the door in your face, not the most pleasant moment for you, granted, not pleasant at all, but it ends the situation. It moves you on from it. You were going to move on anyway, but instead of it slowly moving on, it's done. I feel like it's a quick ending. And it's a good reading, though, I'm telling you. It's a rough start, granted, because I'm feeling like some people are watching this and they're like, this is not sounding like a good reading to me. This sounds kind of rough. From that moment, though, I'm getting like things, whatever it is you ended, whatever ended here, you were going to end anyway. Whatever's coming in to replace it seems to be coming in fairly quickly, I feel like, in your opinion. How does that work? Like, it's not happening the next day, maybe within the next week or so, though, which feels fairly quick, because I'm getting there's people around you that seem to already, like, the fact that you have already came to the point where you were ending it anyway, and then the door got slammed in your face, people around you seem to be sympathetic to how things went through. Like, you tried, you worked at it, you went on, did what you had to do, door got slammed in your face. People are like, all right, but you know what, you needed to move on from that, so that's fine. Let me help you get back on your feet with this situation. Whatever the subject is. That part of this, that situation is over. The subject you're going to continue on with, whatever the subject is. People are helping you get back up on your feet. The knowledge here is for people to realize, like, you're ready to actually move on and go a different direction. People are helping you back up on your feet. The knowledge is, to me, the strength you have around you, and people feeling like you need some help moving in this better direction. They want to assist you in that. And I'm getting, like, that knowledge feels like they feel like you are truly moving on from it. And I feel like it's the knowledge of people around you realizing you're committed to moving on from it. Not repeating, not getting back into, going a different direction, and the knowledge to, like, further on somewhere else. You gained the knowledge from that situation and you're done with it. Now they want to help you cultivate that knowledge and keep going. People are trying to help you keep going. Are we good? That's a weird card for that. These cards are coming in a little different today, I'm noticing. But they're like, you know what? It's about the message, not about what the picture or the meaning is. So let's just keep going. All right. This is also coming in. Good cheer, Aphrodite's love spell. People are really behind you for moving on. People, like, the knowledge, there's more to this. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Like, people are telling you what they feel like you should do. They're giving you ideas. They're helping you move forward. I feel like that's part of this assisting part. They're helping you by telling you what they know, what they've learned along the way. And they're assisting you by moving on from this. There's good cheer in the Aphrodite's love spell. People believe like it's time for you to move on from this. The fact that you chose to is just speaking well for you. Even though the door was slammed in your face, people are like, it's fine. Let's just you just get to move on that much quicker. Let's just keep going. People are really behind you on this. I feel like there's a lot of support here. Like, this is long overdue, and people around you are looking at it like, yeah, this has been long overdue. There's a lot of support. People telling you what they think, what they see, how they feel things should go forward. They're giving you ideas. People are sharing their knowledge. People are sharing their knowledge. I knew I was missing it. Are we good? They're like, keep going. All right, so this is a good moment. This is a good moment because I feel like you're being lifted up. You're feeling good. You're not bothered by the door being slammed in your face. It's kind of almost a little bit of a chuckle in the sense of like, you know what, it was ending anyway. A little bit of drama at the end, so what? This is the point where it's past tense though. Past tense. When you can look back at it, it's already done. You've moved on from it. You can look back at it with a little bit of humor. Because I'm getting like when it's happening and just after it happens, you're not looking at it as a humorous thing. When you step past it a little bit, you can look back like, you know what, it's fine. It's over. I'm not going to worry about it. You really seem to be letting it go. Kind of like, you know what, it was ending anyway. So if it had to end a little bit dramatically, so be it. It's done either way. And I just feel like you look back at it with a little bit of a chuckle for the reason of like, didn't have to end like that, but I think it was more my benefit than their benefit that's how it ended. I feel like that's why you're kind of looking back at it with a little bit of chuckle, because that door being slammed in your face actually worked to your benefit more than the person who slammed the door in your face. And I think that's why the little chuckle is there. Like, you did that to be mean to me, but I think it actually worked out better for me than you, so that's fine. Like, I think that's the chuckle. This is when you can look back. When you can look back and realize it benefited you more than the person slamming the door. Good? All right, they're saying disconnect and keep going. All right, where you're going next, whatever the subject is, you're rebounding fairly quickly. For some of you, I realize this is a job situation where You're realizing you're leaving, you're letting people know you're leaving, you're starting to look or whatever you're going to do, and then you just get asked to leave. It's not comfortable, but it works out for you for whatever reason. For other people, it's definitely a relationship thing. And that can go different modes, but definitely some of you it's a romantic relationship. For other you, it's different types of relationships where you're like, you know what, this isn't working. I think it's time we just start thinking about how we should part ways, and they're just like, how about you just get out? And they're just like, what? And they're like, just get out. And it just ends it quick. You're rebounding fast. You're not, like, this situation has been over for a while. Work, love, whatever else it was, whatever you were working on that you worked at ad nauseum, for you it's been over for a long time. It really has. So I feel like your emotional closure already happened. So whatever direction, be it work, love, even if it's love, you're going out there and you're starting to see people already because you already got closure. Your emotions already settled on that. It was over for you a while ago. So whatever it is, you're stepping out into the new arena, and it's not taking you long to find what you want, which is shocking to me. But whatever it is, especially if it's work, that's easy enough. But if it's love, I feel like I'm shocked with that one. You're finding somebody that you want to spend time with. It's not uncomfortable. It's just like you're ready to start, and you're finding somebody fairly quickly that you just want to get to know. I don't feel you like making big commitments right off the bat, but you're finding somebody to spend your time with. There's no problems here. Because I'm seeing these 4 cards, but I haven't showed you them yet. It was Aphrodite's love spell here in the center, but then you're going to advance into the mermaid magic seduction here. Like, you're sucked right, you're loving it. You're feeling good. You're free. They're also putting right above this the divine guidance. Like, this is good. This is time for this. Don't worry about it. Don't look at it on a piece of paper and be like, well, I just ended that, and then getting involved with this. Like, that does that look right on paper? I don't know if that looks right on paper. They're like, don't do that to yourself. You're fine. You've been ready. Just go with it. There's no major commitments. I don't feel any major commitments coming in here. They're just like, enjoy time with this person. Enjoy your time. If it's love. If it's a work situation, I don't feel like that should be such a big deal. I just feel like you might be second guessing, like, can it really be this good already? Because no matter what subject you're going for, you got the 9 of Pentacles. It's something that you're very much enjoying where you are. You've weathered the storm. You've gone through what you had to go through. You're in a better place. But I feel like you're ending up here so quickly that you're just kind of in disbelief. But that 9 of Pentacles is like you've reconstituted something. You've healed the subject. You've moved the subject into a different situation. The subject is now in a different situation. You're doing so much better. They're like saying, just enjoy it. You are enjoying it. Just continue to enjoy it. Don't second guess it. Don't worry about it. There's nothing here where your whole life is being thrown up. You're not making major commitments. You're just enjoying life and happy with how things have changed. Because I'm seeing from this point on, you got success. The 6 of Wands is a victory card. You needed to get out of this last situation. That's a big part of this victory. You needed to get out of this situation. And it moved on so swiftly. At the moment it was happening, it was rough. But soon after, you look back and you realize that actually was to your benefit. It's been a while. I mean, it's been time for a while for you to move on. The victory is telling me that you moving on to something else, being happy in a different arena, it's been waiting. It's almost like this has been waiting for you. And now that you've moved forward, you got there a lot quicker than expected. And they're just saying, just realize this victory is meant for you. This has been waiting for you. It's just the reason it just transitioned so quickly is because it's been waiting. It's been overdue. Anything else? All right, they're saying this is all good. Let it be what it is, and I'm going to disconnect from it. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.